Good evening. My golden rule is above all things, put on charity, which is the bond of perfectness. Let the peace of God rule in your hearts. Colossians 3:14 through 15. Social justice is a tricky cause. We all see the suffering, the unfairness, the inequality, the bigotry, the prejudice. So who's responsible, or whose responsibility is it to reduce that suffering? Well, I think it's ours as followers of Christ and sons and daughters of God, because we choose to commit to this. Yet in his passion, Christ did not organize groups to advocate, to take, but a church to serve and to give, and a society to shed off injustice and wrong by their personal actions for each other. Ephesians 4. In many ways, we sometimes act as the people did, demanding that Christ free them from oppression by challenging Rome. When the Lord told the people that, "Whose is this image and superscription?" And they said unto him, "Caesar's." Mark 12:16. And then in 17, and Jesus answering said unto them, "Render to Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and to God the things that are God's." His statement to give unto Caesar what is his was speaking of worldly things, and the people knew it wasn't fair. Yet Christ stayed focused and said to give to God the things that are God's. He was talking about our hearts and soul and love, and this cannot be accomplished through social justice, but through individual effort and commitment, through example and teaching, through the charitable action of each of us, bringing people together to give, not take, to pray, and not demand. So, as we move towards advocacy and social justice, let's take care not to move away from charity and love towards one another. Rather than judge others, let us judge ourselves. In the parable of the Good Samaritan, Luke 10:30 through 35, Christ did not advocate creating a law or a fund for wayward Samaritans, but taught us to care and love for one another. No matter our circumstance, our culture, our race, our status, our origin. This is social justice in a movement, a Christian movement. The action I will take is to improve myself as a Christian, follow his teachings more perfectly, seek to be fair, respectful to all, just, generous, and good in my own way. I will advocate against inequality, prejudice, treating other cultures disrespectfully or without consideration, by not allowing this in my practice and sharing this with others.